What's going on there, YouTube? My Checkers Gaming here, back with another video, and it's a gaming related video. Oh boy. I don't normally do videos like this, but being the huge, hardcore fanboy, Mass Effect is the greatest game series of all time kind of person that I am, I think we have to shed some light on this. So, a couple of days ago, or today, or I don't know, whatever, a Reddit user said that he took a survey. Well, he takes surveys online for money, and he got his hands on a survey for the upcoming Mass Effect game, revealing huge amounts of information about the plot, gameplay, customization, multiplayer, pretty much everything that's going to be in the game. And it sounds, if this is legit, this sounds phenomenal. So, I got the website loaded up here, and, well, we're going to read the shorter versions, as the post is really long, and someone, sort of summed it all up into one or two sentences for each. So first of all, let's start off with the story here. So the premise is set in the Helios cluster of the Andromeda Galaxy, removed by time and space from the Mass Effect Commander Shepard trilogy, and its ending. Play as a Pathfinder, explorer, leading expedition, with the aim of establishing new home for humanity. Encounter savage, untamed lands, cutthroat outlaws, and wearing alien races in an effort to survive and colonize. Andromeda is home to a mysterious alien race known as the Remnants, who have left their vaults and ancient technology throughout. So, yeah. That we're basically this is what I was hoping for. We are playing as clearly seen in the concept art, and what they're trying to focus on is the exploration. We are exploring the galaxy, this new galaxy, Helios cluster. So basically, we're not in the same galaxy that Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 were in. We are in a totally different new area. And we're going to be exploring. We have to find life, and we have to colonize, and we have to save humanity and the other races as well. And yeah. And now here it says the game objective: explore hundreds of solar systems over 4 times the size of Mass Effect 3, collecting resources, developing your ship, crew, and arsenal, engaging in diplomacy, in order to set up colonies while discovering the mystery behind the remnants and racing to secure their technology. So yeah, we're playing as a human this time around. We're not gonna get to choose a race. Meh. Whatever. It still sounds amazing. But, yeah. So, we're exploring hundreds of planets, like solar systems. Like, we're exploring. Like, you literally get to go to these places and actually fully explore them. So, anyway, yeah. New species, remnants, an ancient race who's left ruins and technology throughout the galaxy, and Ket, seemingly antagonist. So we have 2 new races, both probably won't be on our squad or our crew, as the Remnants are an ancient race. Now, we know from the past, ancient races, you don't know whether to trust them or to, be an enemy. Because Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, we had 2, let's just point out 2. We had the Protheans, who were allies, who turned out to be allies. Then we had the Reapers, who turned out to be the bad guys. They were both ancient races, so we don't know anything about this. Who knows, maybe they're more powerful than the Reapers. Who knows? It's going to be interesting. That's all we really can say about the Remnants. And the Ket, well, we've got just an antagonist race. There's always that main antagonist race throughout each Mass Effect game. Mass Effect 1 it was the Geth, Mass Effect 2 it was the Collectors, and Mass Effect 3 it was the Reapers. So, it's that race war. Alright, squad mates, it works the same as the previous games, and pretty much all BioWare games. You make friends, you take a few with you on a mission, and in Mass Effect you take 2 with you. And we also have two characters that were brought up in this survey. One is named Cora, who is a biotic. So either we're looking at a human or an SR. So there's that. Yeah, she's able to generate a biotic shield that you can fire out of. So she'll put a shield around you, let you regain your health, and then you can shoot out of it, which is pretty cool. And then there's Drac, who is a Krogan. So your power, your muscle. So yeah, we're bringing back loyalty missions from Mass Effect 2. They were also in Mass Effect 1. But Mass Effect 2, they mattered more, and it seems like here they're going to matter. Same as previous games, complete to unlock increased loyalty, a new skill tree for that character. Example, Krogan colony ship has been stolen by outlaws. Track down the ship and return it to increase loyalty with Drac. Dialogue trees at endgame impacted by loyalty status. So, basically, the endgame is going to be impacted by our relationships with the characters, which is great, because we need that. Like the Dragon Age Inquisition. If you tick off a character so much, he'll actually leave, or he or she will leave your crew and will never come back. So we're going to see a very similar thing here. Like, you could lose crew members, or you can gain crew members, and it's going to be great. And the end game is impacted by loyalty status, which, Mass Effect 3 was like, it's all your decisions matter, and it really didn't. But here, it seems like it's going to matter what we do and what we say, and that transitions into the dialogue, where it sounds really good this time. Meaningful choices. Deeper control over responses such as interrupting conversations. Action-based choices are physical choices to shape the course of conversation, such as pulling out a weapon and forcing them to open a door instead of attempting to do so purely via conversation. So let's say you're talking to someone and it's not really working, so you can pull out a gun and force them to open the door, or force them to do what you want them to. So really, Renegade does sound more evil this time around, and I like it. So, which leads us into exploration and customization. The Tempest Starship, which I assume the ship is going to be called the Tempest. Not really. I think a Normandy was a better name, but trust me, it's going to. This sounds great. So we have a pilotable ship to discover. So I think that means we actually fly the ship this time. We fly the ship, which is great. To discover hundreds of solar systems, customizable with trophies, loot, and photos taken throughout the galaxy. So you can take photos with your crew members, set them up all over the ship. You can get trophies, set them up, and loot. So you basically just put stuff on your ship in places just to customize it up a bit. And transition between flying ship to landing on planet to driving Mako to getting out on foot, all seamless with no loading screens. So, yeah. No loading screens between getting on the ship and getting off, landing on the planet, driving the Mako, and getting out on foot. There is no loading screens, apparently, at all. The Mako vehicle is back. The ship that you drive around, the shuttle thing that you drive around planets. It's upgradable with turbo boost, shield generator, hostile detector, and customizable paint jobs, so we can change the color and look of it. That's pretty sweet. And planets. Hundreds of surfaces to explore. So that means hundreds of planets to explore. That's amazing. We're discovering places to colonize, alien vaults, outputs to conquer. So there's colonies, build settlements on habitable planets, able to decide what type of settlement for bonuses. Example, recon settlements will clear fog of war on space map and offer more strike team missions. Meanwhile, mining settlements will periodically supply crafting materials. So, the strategy going into this, do you want to set up more recon teams so you can explore more areas? Or do you want to have people mine to give you more materials to help upgrade and stuff? And then we also have blueprints, which allow you to craft alien technology using materials for better equipment and weapons, such as a jetpack for jumping and a cryo beam to target enemies, etc. So we can have jetpacks and cryo beams. This sounds great. Then we have the crew, pretty simple, just like the other Dragon Age and Mass Effect games. Customizable skill trees, gear, weapons, etc. And here we go, we're at the last section, which is mission types and multiplayer. So here we go, this is the mission types that we have. So we have Remnant Vault Raids, Ancient Ruins in 2 variants. So we have the standard access by finding and activating remnant monoliths, explore to find a powerful artifact, acquiring artifact triggers, defense systems, robots, traps, and restructured layout, rewards with valuable loot, crafting resources, and star keys. The star keys are going to come into the facility missions, the facility raids. Unlock the star keys provide permanent stat bonuses and optional higher difficulty vault raids that add cat patrols and outlaws, rewards with rare loot, and narrative acclaim. I don't know what narrative acclaim means, but maybe it means adding to the canon or the story or just the lore in general. But we'll have to see. Then we have Ket Outposts, the antagonists. Optional wave-based combat challenges that reward with XP, reduced cat power, and additional narrative options in the region if destroyed. So it seems like the cat are going to be kind of a force to take out, as it reduces their, as if you do these missions, it will reduce their power. So yeah, they're probably the antagonists in this game. Strike Team. Spend resources to recruit mercenaries and develop AI-controlled strike teams to be deployed on randomly generated, time-sensitive missions, include settlement defense and remnant artifact recovery. Strike teams return 20 to 30 minutes later with XP currency and equipment depending on mission outcome. Spend money/resources to train such strike team and buy better equipment to increase success rate and send on dangerous missions. So like Dragon Age Inquisition, when you're at the table, you get to send, your, squad out to do certain things. This is basically the same thing, except it's a strike team. You send the strike team out to do something, and you have to wait a certain time in real time, and when they come back, you'll have XP, currency, equipment, basically rewards and loot and all that good stuff. Then we have Active Strike Team. You can choose to complete the Strike Team mission manually, so you can actually go and play these missions via your multiplayer roster of characters, and you're able to play co-op with friends, more friends increasing difficulty and rewards, bonus rewards for joining other players' Strike Team missions, XP, loot, and customization rewards for Strike Team played characters are cohesive with multiplayer-specific Horde mode. So yeah, there we go. So you can also do these strike missions with your friends. So think of it like Destiny. I don't know if it's going to be like that, but you have strikes in Destiny. Well, here you go. Strikes in Mass Effect confirmed. Have fun. And of course, the final multiplayer mode is Horde mode. It is basically Mass Effect 3's classic multiplayer, which I loved. It's 4 players against waves of enemies with additional objectives, such as disabling a bomb or assassinating a target. Similar XP/loot rewards to Mass Effect 3. Apex funds earned to be used in single player. So after this, it goes on to explain everything else in the original article. It basically pastes the original article with all the actual details. I'm going to leave the link in the description to the website that I'm on right now, so you can read both the short descriptions again and the detailed descriptions. So that's Mass Effect. That's apparently going to be the next Mass Effect, and if it is true, it sounds amazing. From the dialogue being improved, you can interrupt a conversation today just to pull a gun on someone and force them to do something. Or, getting resources, multiplayer missions that actually affect the single-player campaign. This sounds like it's going to be an amazing game. I hope it's true. And it's given 3 reasons why this is most likely true. So the dude says, 1, it's professionally written and not fan-fiction-y. 2, the surveys are actually quite common in the games industry and do happen. And number 3, Dragon Age Inquisition actually did leak the exact same way right before its official announcement, and it ended up true. And it links 3 articles about Dragon Age 3, aka Dragon Age Inquisition, and basically shows you what the survey revealed, and everything about it was true. So this is most likely I'm not going to say 100%, but this is more than likely true, as it is really well detailed. I don't see someone just sitting down thinking all of this through and saying, alright. Like, I don't see someone coming up with all this. This seems pretty legit to me. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can judge it for yourself. Mass Effect 4 sounds like it's going to be the best Mass Effect game. Definitely better than 3. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. See you in Mass Effect 4. Peace.